Well, hello. Thank you so much for watching this Google Hangout today. My name is Dacia Wiegandt. I'm a Senior National Sales Director with Mary Kay. I live in Miami, Florida. And I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that you're helping an independent beauty consultant or a friend or a director that you know, and we just appreciate you. Maybe you're a customer that's watching this, or you're a friend, or maybe you just came to a Mary Kay event, and we just appreciate you for just taking 15 minutes out of your busy, busy life just to hear what we believe is the best unkept secret. And I just want to let you know that it is a huge honor that you were invited to watch this, because the woman that invited you, she sees a quality in you that would make a great independent beauty consultant. And so I'm just going to tell you really quickly a little bit about my story. I'm going to tell you how Mary Kay's changed my life, and I'm going to tell you what the perks are and how you can get started. It's going to be a really super quick Google Hangout. So I started my business when I was 22 years old. I was a baby. I was fresh out of the University of Florida. I was going to be a school teacher. Everyone in my family was a school teacher, so why wouldn't I do that, right? And so I was invited to this Mary Kay event. And I honestly thought that Mary Kay was for older ladies with the big hair. And I knew it was a great product, but I just didn't see myself doing it. And so I was invited by a high school friend of mine to this event. And it was there that I met my senior national sales director, Joanne Bertolin. And she was a poor preacher's wife. And she had talked about how she was no longer poor because Mary Kay had helped them on so many different levels. She was making over $10,000 a month. And I thought, oh my goodness, if I could just make a half of a half of a half of that, I would be good. I was marrying my high school sweetheart. I had so much going on, but I thought, you know what? I need extra money. And one day I want to be able to stay at home with my kids. And so I started afraid. I barely even had the $100. I came home to tell my family. They thought I was crazy after they had spent $60,000 on my college education. And basically I just thought, why not? If there's these women that are successful, why couldn't I be? And I was very busy when I first started. I was teaching full time. I was tutoring after school. I was planning a wedding for over 400 people. I just had a lot going on. But I did find about 6 to 8 hours a week to work my business. And then pretty soon I started seeing success. I started loving the woman that I was becoming. And I earned my first car in 3 months, became a sales director within 6 months, and replaced my private school teaching within 6 months. And so I really prayed about it, and I felt like God was leading me in the direction of doing Mary Kay full time. And so, full time in Mary Kay is really part time in corporate world. And so I was starting to work at 20 to 25 hours a week that first year. Had made about $44,000 in the business. I earned 3 cars, and then the second year into the business, I thought, I would love to make a 6-figure income. That just sounds awesome to me. And so I made a decision, and I started working this like a full-time business, like a full-time career. And at 23 years old, was making 6 figures in the business. At 26, I became the youngest $1 million sales director and the youngest national sales director in the company. And I don't tell that to you to brag. I tell that to you that, I wasn't this incredible businesswoman. I had no business sense. I'd never run a business. I didn't have the family support, and I was busy. But the one thing I did have was I had a desire. I had a good attitude, and I wanted more. And I knew that one day when I wanted to have a family, I wanted to be able to have all the options. I never wanted to be able to tell my kids that they couldn't have this or couldn't have that. I wanted to be able to send them to the school of choice, to be able to vacation by choice, to help my church in need and other people in need, because I saw my family do that. I grew up with a family where my dad was a farmer, and I saw that work hard, play hard mentality. And I knew that nothing came for free. But I also thought, this is a business that, by that time it had been around for 40 years, and now over 52 years, it's like, obviously this isn't just a fly-by-night business. There's obviously a legacy happening here. And so Mary Kay's been around for over 52 years. I loved the philosophy of God first, family second, career third. That was everything that I ever wanted. It aligned with my values. And I think that when a company's philosophy aligns with your values, it's just easier. It's easier to work, you know? And I loved the person that I was becoming in the process. The confidence that you build in this business is incredible. I was shy, if you can imagine. I was shy when I first started my business. I barely even wanted to say my name when I first started my business. And then you know what? I started making people feel beautiful. I started surprising myself along the way. I truly believe that through every small success, confidence is built. And so, you know, I would do a one-on-one facial and she would feel like $1 million and she couldn't believe that she looked so good and she didn't feel it, how heavy the product was. And, you know, she'd buy $100 and then I'd do a party that was $300 and I kept 50% of that. And I thought, wow, you know, this is fun. And so obviously you start seeing more success and you start wanting to do it more. And so, you know, like I said, the confidence is truly unheard of. The confidence that women can breed. You know, I had all these leadership skills that were hidden, and Mary Kay really helped bring it out. And I love being able to help other women, you know, just realize how great they really are, because sometimes we get caught up with being a mom or doing so many things that we forget how powerful we are as a woman. And so just the positivity, the sisterhood, you're always around positive, encouraging women that are encouraging you to be your best. And we have busy women that do Mary Kay. I would say 80% of our women work full-time jobs and do this on the side. So, you know, we're looking for busy women. We're looking for women that are positive, that love people, that want to make a difference, you know. And even if you don't have a large amount of time, even if you have just a little bit of time, you know, it's about quality instead of quantity, I guess you could say, because most people don't come in Mary Kay and just do it full time, not unless you really want to. Most people are either juggling a few kids or a full-time job or maybe even 2 or 3 jobs, and they start off small. But the goal is you know, maybe you're looking for positivity in your life. Maybe you're looking for girlfriends. Maybe you're looking to make a difference. Maybe you're looking to get 50% off on your product. Maybe you want a tax deduction. Maybe, you know, you're tired of working in corporate world where you feel like there's a glass ceiling and you can't get ahead, or people are not appreciating your work. And what I love about Mary Kay is what you put in is what you get out of it. And I'm a hard worker, and I'd rather work for myself than anyone else. Today I have 3 kids. I have an 8-year-old, I have a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and they were my reasons. They were my reasons. I always say I worked in my vision and not in my reality. And so it's such a blessing to be able to, you know, take them to school and then be a work from home mom. You know, I dropped my kids off at 8 and 9 and I'm here working, and then at 2 o'clock I'll pick them up and I'm able to go to all their extracurricular activities and be home at night and just work my business the way I want to. Like tonight I have a skincare party, but I don't do that every night, you know. And so I'm able to design my life, and it's a beautiful thing to set your goals, design your life, and work it the way you want to. And, you know, being able to send them to the private school that they go to, being able to take 3 vacations a year, you know, being able to save, being able to help our church in need, or like my grandmother right now, she just broke her hip 2 months ago. And so knowing that I can go visit her 3 to 5 times a week and just be able to drop everything to help her, or knowing that in December, you know, I could barely move my neck because I had an injury. I was so grateful that I was my own boss. I didn't have to call anybody. I didn't have to answer to anybody. I just was like, hey, I checked in with myself. I think I need to take a break, you know? And so what I love about direct sales is what you put in is what you get out. You're flexible, you're your own boss. You basically design your paycheck. You design your paycheck. And just in closing, you guys, the things that attracted me to Mary Kay is, number 1, the philosophy of God, family, career. But number 2, how do we make our money? It's 50%. We make 50% of everything, meaning that you buy for $1, you sell for $2. I'm not a mathematician, but I understand what 50% is. So if you sell $600 for the week, that's $300 profit. I worked retail, I never made 50%, and the product's consumable. So when you sell something, you want to sell something that's consumable, something that women will want. You know, when women are depressed, they turn to tobacco, alcohol. Well, not all women, but when people are depressed, they turn to tobacco, alcohol, and cosmetics. So you're never going to be out of a job. Women always want a moisturizer, a lip gloss, or a mascara. So, you know, I've worked this in a great economy and in a poor economy, and it works. It just works. The product sells itself. So you make 50% on everything, and there's different ways you can make that 50%. You can do catalog sales. You can wear it on your face. I know the other day when I dropped off my kids, my pediatrician actually complimented me, and she says, "Oh my gosh, your eyelashes look amazing. Do you have false eyelashes?" I'm like, "No, it's Mary Kay. I use our lash primer and lash love." She booked an appointment with me on the spot and just bought $100 yesterday and booked 2 more parties. And so you just do life and you meet people. You can do one-on-one facials, double facials, skincare parties. You can have a website for $25 a year. Who's ever wanted a website? I mean, hello. So it's wonderful to just be able to do it on the go. You sprinkle it in your everyday life. You also have an opportunity to earn a car. That was one of the main reasons I joined. And so the first car is a Chevy Cruze, and you can either take the $375 cash a month, or if you take the car, they pay for 85% of your insurance. And then the next car is for our directors, and you can either take $500 cash or the car, and you can either get a Chevy Equinox, a Toyota Camry, or a BMW, or $500 cash compensation. And then our top director car is our prestigious Cadillac, which is that beautiful pearlized pink SRX, which we are known for in Mary Kay. And I've been so proud to drive free since I was 22 years old. I'm now 36. I don't mind saying that because I think I look good for 36. Thank God for Mary Kay. And so being able to drive free has been incredible. So you can earn a car. We have a leadership avenue where you can encourage women and empower them to the top. And as you help other women move up and you build your team in leadership, you make extra commissions. And so we call a love check, a paycheck from the heart. So let's say that your team of 5 ladies that you've inspired, let's say they sold $5,000. You get cut a commission from what that team does because you inspired them, you encouraged them. And it could start at 4% and it can go all the way up to 26%. So you're making 50% on your sales directly, because you're your own independent contractor. So, you know, yesterday when I sold something, she wrote the check out to me because it's my business. So I make 50% and 50% I put back in, and it's consumable. So she's coming back to me. And then I'm able to earn a car as I build my team, and I'm able to make a love check for encouraging my team. There's no quotas. There's no territories, meaning you can move anywhere in the US. So let's say you start your business here and all of a sudden your husband has a job transfer. Well, everything that you built goes with you. So you don't have to start all over again. So that's the wonderful thing. You can, you know, be very transient. Like my senior, she moved 8 times. You know, I haven't, but it doesn't really matter. There's no quotas. You can sell $1 a week or $1,000 a week. We have training. The woman that invited you today, basically she would be your recruiter, your independent beauty consultant, and she will have her sales director contact you and answer any questions you have. But once you join today, you'll find out, well, where is the next local meeting? And it might be at a hotel or a training center, or we do a lot virtually like you're watching now. And we do trainings to support you. We're always here for you. If you don't do well, we don't do well. So we encourage you, we support you. You're not alone. And I know that I always desired to own my own business, but I thought, I'm too scared. What if I fail? What if I invest all this money and it goes wrong? And what if I don't have the support? In Mary Kay, it's only $100, you guys, $100 to start. You get over $410 of product, everything to start your business, everything to get going. You get all your products at 50%. You have a full year with a 90% buyback. So you have a full year. So like, let's just say you're like, oh, I just want to try this. And after 11 months, you're like, it's not for me. Mary Kay will buy your business back. Like, who does that? They don't even know you, but they're willing to take a risk on you. And that is really why I decided to join, because I'm like, you've been around for 50 years. Your philosophy is God, family, career. You're all about encouraging women. And I have a 90% buyback. This is a win-win. I'm going to build confidence. I'm going to look great. I'm going to get 50% off on my product. And I'm going to make friends. You know, this is a win-win. I'm not going to lose anything. So you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. And so you know, we just really appreciate you coming on and just hearing a little bit. Of course, my story is so much longer, and I just gave you a little excerpt of a little bit about me, but it's changed so many different women's lives. And just in closing, one more thing I had forgotten. normally an independent beauty consultant doing this super, super, super part-time with another job, they normally range like an extra $5,000 to $10,000 extra, just like hobby money. And then our independent sales directors, which is about 1% of our sales force, they can make anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a year and on. And then a national sales director, which is like myself, I believe there's a little over 216 of us in the US. We make anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a month. And so it's like, which pool do you want to play in? Do you want to make thousands or do you want to make hundreds, thousands, or millions? You really, really can. And so I've made almost $4 million in Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's crazy. Like, I pinch myself going, really? Like, really? And I love what I do. Like, I feel like I'm playing with makeup and making women feel good and look good. And like, this is my job. This is what I do. And so, maybe right now you've just been praying for something. You're like, God, I just need something more. I want to be around positivity. I need an extra $100 to $300 a week. My car's falling apart. Or maybe I make all the money I need, but I just need something a little bit more. Or I feel like there's a void, or I feel like I'm not getting recognized for what I do. Then you need to give Mary Kay a shot, because we need you. And like I said, you should feel so honored that the independent beauty consultant or the independent sales director that invited you on saw a quality in you that would make an incredible leader. We love busy women. Busy women get more done in less time. If you're busy, it's better. I do so much better when I'm busy. You don't have the money, that's why you need this business. That's why you don't have $100, that's why you need this business. It takes money to make money. You're gonna make $100 in your first appointment or your first party. You have nothing to lose. Or maybe you're thinking, I just don't have the courage, I'm shy. You know what, if you're shy, you don't enjoy being shy, because I didn't enjoy being shy. And so you're gonna learn to step outside your comfort zone slowly but surely, and you're going to have a support system around you. And worst case scenario, you make friends, you're in a positive environment, you have beautiful skin, you get your products at 50%. You'll never know unless you try. And so we just appreciate you for listening today. Now, just for listening, your independent beauty consultant or director gets credit. And there's a word that you're going to need to tell her, because she probably has a little goodie or a free gift for you. And the word is opportunity, because this is the opportunity for women of the land. Okay. So I want you to remember that word. It's opportunity. So when your independent beauty consultant or director calls you and says, hey, did you like what Dacia said? Tell me what you liked. Tell me any of your concerns. You're going to say, the word was opportunity, so you can gain your prize and your credit for listening today. So thank you so much for listening to me. Again, Dacia Wiegandt from Miami. It's been a joy. Thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope to see you one day and you come up to me and you say, Dacia, you know what? I listened to your story. I was inspired, and guess what? I'm a part of Mary Kay, and it's changed my life.